A 17-year-old boy is causing outrage all across the country. Charlottesville now among the cities seeking justice for Trayvon Martin. CBS 19's Frankie Jupiter reports.
His name is Trayvon Martin, a Florida teen gunned down by a neighborhood watchman. And here in Charlottesville, a local organization stands in solidarity in a movement that's spreading across the nation. On the steps of the Rotunda with their hoodies on, this group is standing in solidarity and seeking justice for Trayvon Martin. Members of the BGPSO, short for Black Graduate and Professional Student Organization at University of Virginia, are joining a nationwide movement.
This idea that a man can be pursued and targeted just for his attire, how he's looking, really elucidates the fact that race relations here in America aren't where they need to be.
17-year-old Martin was gunned down in Sanford, Florida by this man, George Zimmerman, a neighborhood watch captain. The group is participating in the Million Hoodies March movement by having their picture taken in the apparel. They say they want to promote social consciousness on the event.
There are three basic points that we considered today for unifying for Trayvon. The first is simply to have justice for him. That George Zimmerman is not arrested or in custody right now is a travesty.
It's a feeling many share that has sparked rallies and peaceful protests across the country. This group says though they're miles away, the tragedy still hits home.
This was a teenager who was simply walking through his community with Skittles and iced tea. And so because of that, I think it's been shocking to the community and the reason why we have had an alarming response.
Zimmerman maintains that the shooting was in self-defense, but many are not buying it, saying the only thing that was in Martin's hands were Skittles and iced tea.
I think what I personally want and why I'm emotionally invested in this is that Trayvon Martin needs to be brought to justice, this case, and Zimmerman needs to be caught.
I think it's just an injustice that he hasn't been arrested, and it does call me to question that if the roles were reversed, what would have been the verdict? What would have been the response of the Sanford police?
As of now, Zimmerman remains a free man, a decision here locally in Charlottesville that doesn't sit too well with some. Frankie Jupiter, CBS 19 News.
Meanwhile, the local chapter of the NAACP does plan to rally in solidarity next week. The leaders of the group are calling the shooting heart-wrenching and emotional.
Justice has not been served yet in this particular case.